blessings. Peace and blessing. Chocolate fudge. No, they messed that up. Tell them run that back. What up, family? It's your man, Dwayne. I just took that do-rag off. Ain't nobody split my head. Welcome to Rise of an Ancient King. Over here, we tap into ancient wisdom to overcome the world, operate the sons of the Most High. 1 according to 1 John 3:2. Now that we are sons of God, it yet appear what we may be. For we know when we see him. See who? No, sure. Hold on, guys. I gotta talk about it. Oh. None of them niggas that's sitting under you listening to you. They just as guilty. What up, though? Judah, Israel, and to my Gentile brothers and sisters. Yes, it's the rise of an ancient kingdom over here where we tap into ancient wisdom because y'all going crazy today. I had to come in here in my little solitude, come and talk about it. What's going on in the world? I ain't seen no news. I don't know what's happening in the world, but I know what's happening in the kingdom, baby. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Today I had to come out of Dwayne. Dwayne have expectations. And sometimes those expectations are not in agreement with the Most High, so he got to fall back. But today I've been on the tear. I did a little great job. I felt so passionate about it and got to moving so hard and mess around and broke a piece. I was like, well, here we go. Wound up the piece was $15. I put it on. I replaced it and put it on. Customer happy, job done. Another day on the grind, you did. Another day at the grind. That's my ministry. So whatever I do when I'm fixing them cars and working for his people, I want them to speak highly of what I'm doing. I know the customers probably look like, you broke that? But me being seasoned at what I do, kind of talking through it all the time in their mind. They probably like, this mother, no, he didn't. It really wasn't nothing. Someone unhooked and replaced. Bought a new one, replaced it. She was out of there, back on the road, safe and sound. Another day at the grind. I had fun though. I was in my zone. One thing I didn't do is look to Dwayne. because I had expectations. Then I got another job lined up. I'm like, ooh, wait, that's what I'm talking about because it's something that I had spoke. I spoke in relation to something that I was listening to the pastor bring out about using metaphysics, well, physics, in what you do and what you say. And I was like, well, really, your thought process when you're coming up with plans. And it was a thing of incorporating physics. And I was like, wow, the more jobs, not the more jobs, but lesser jobs, more pay. How can I use my skill set, do a bigger jobs, more pay, but less repetition, less, small jobs. Really get away from the small jobs, do the big jobs, more bang, more buck for the bang. You did do jobs like engine jobs, transmissions, timing chains, water pumps, big jobs, head gaskets, them $1,000 jobs. And I wind up landing one. I spoke about it, and 2 days later, a day later, I wound up one fall right in my lap. I'm like, yeah, these cars gonna always come. But you gotta manage your time so you can focus, zoom in and stay focused right there. And then you take flight. Then you take flight, baby. You got some. I don't worry about the world, I have my little bumps and bruises, but like I said, you check my last videos out. I can't complain because I have something to offer. As long as you have something to offer, that's law. Your guilt's gonna make room for you. I don't work for the system. I work for me. Even with my job, you know what I'm saying. My job is automotive technology. I repair automotive systems, cars, vans, and trucks. I do fairly good, but there's room for improvement. There's room for improvement because I got my ways. I'm not thirsty. Just go grind, grind, grind. No. If you go at it like that, then that's how you going to manage everything about it. I have to sit back and look at, okay, how can you manage this thing and use this theory of quantum physics? It ain't going to look perfect in the beginning, but you'll get it. Just keep working, you'll get it. But he talking about quantum leaps on a $300,000 for what, an hour consultation type thing and multiplying. I'm like, you need to find the highest pay in where you at with the automotive technology, plus with the retail. Now, there are a lot of products I can get a hold of, high end products to sell. But I haven't even tapped into that part yet. I've been selling clothes, you know. Tap into that end and it'll produce on that quantum level. I'm gonna try it. Like I said, right now I'm in the shop and I'm loving it. I'm having fun. All praise to the Most High. And it's gonna grow. It's growing. We moving. We grooving. Although there's room for improvement, so I'm gonna continue to put this information out for my people to come and use my services. You're gonna get that bang for your buck. And you're gonna get somebody that's gonna stand by what they do, family. You ain't just paying nobody and they running off with your money. You're gonna have a brother. I'm like a big brother, uncle. And then it ain't all about money. You dig? Straight up. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll be back on here. Y'all already know. I just got in from work. I will be coming back with the word. I'm gonna take a look at the news and see what's going on. See what's happening over here at the United Nations. It's a war. There's wars to control the people, family. I know Russia and the nations in the East and surface, yeah, they doing things that seems right and right standing. But when you think about it, it's still to bring the people under subjection to another government. Y'all can say I'm crazy or whatever, but if y'all know, y'all, we tired of the government over here. Do your jobs, people. But as far as the government, we tired of. We tired of them, family. They don't work for us. And that's why I make a distinction and we look to God for things, but then we look to the world to fulfill it in these systems. It don't work that way. When Christ came, remember Isaiah 9, chapter 9, verse 6, it says, "And the government, for unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon it shall rest upon his shoulder." What government? The government of the kingdom of heaven. The government and the kingdom of heaven. So it has, and the only way you're gonna get them instruction is in the book of the law. You can't establish no kingdom. We every day I know our heart's intention is on kingdom and to do his will. But you gotta understand, Christian church taught us we live by grace. How you gonna build the kingdom on grace? We got to read Matthew 5. The greatest in the kingdom are those who keep and do the law and teach others to, family. How you gonna establish if you run a stop sign, they gonna lock your ass up. I mean you run a red light, they gonna give you a ticket because you broke the law. How you gonna keep man's law, then say God's law is hung to the cross, it's done away with? No, Christ came to fulfill it, the law and the prophets, because the prophets had sayings too. You don't just that go to oral. You looking for an oral tradition. He tell you the prophets spoke some things. They even spoke of him. You didn't have no New Testament when he was around. Think about it. It was being written then, and like it's being fulfilled now in us. It matters, family. You can say it don't, but it matters. And I pray that you make the right decision. And the kingdom don't have nothing to do with this world. And then you need to understand that means there is a work that's required of you. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. That's because the Father is a spirit and he shows up in you and through you because you operate according to his instruction. You make yourself ready by cleansing yourself. You renew your mind. Some things you're gonna have to let go, and a lot of people gonna turn on you. Don't look for the people to support you. A lot of people are like pigs in a pigsty. They just as happy. They don't want to change, and it ain't for nobody. It's for you. It's not a world system. That's for you. And it's something the Most High put in you to bring forth. And on that note, I'm going to get out of here. Shalom, peace, and blessings, family.